In this video, I'm going to show you 4 ways to reprogram your mind to make you rich. Now, reprogramming your money mindset to live more abundantly involves shifting your beliefs and your attitudes about money. We become what we believe, not what we wish for who we want to become. Now, this is why Tony Robbins has said that wealth building is 80% psychology or 80% internal and 20% mechanics or 20% external. So many men get stuck in the confusion of how. They try and work out how to do something first. Now, you don't need to work out how because that's only 20% of the equation. For example, if I had someone take all of your family and you would never see them again unless you came up with $100,000 in 30 days and you couldn't borrow that money either, I am 100% sure that you would figure out how. Why? Because internally you changed, which is 80% of the equation. Now, when you believe so strongly that you can do something, the hows will figure themselves out. Now, that means if you're going to build wealth, it's essential to clear your attitudes and your beliefs around money. The ones you might not even be fully conscious of, the ones you might be ashamed of, the ones you might be embarrassed about, the ones you might feel trapped by, and the ones that you wish were different. Now, when I was in primary school, I remember being in the car with my parents. A Ferrari pulled up beside us, and I heard my parents say, "Show off." And so unconsciously from that point onwards, I formed this belief that if I was to become rich, my parents would judge me and they would call me a show-off. And so if that belief was still there, it would have held me back because I wouldn't want my parents to judge me and call me a show-off, right? Now, do any of these beliefs resonate with you? Rich people are entitled. To care about money is shallow and selfish. Greed is ruining our world. I don't ever want to be money focused. I never have enough money to truly relax and enjoy myself. I can't afford that. It's not okay to ask for money. Easy for some people, but money will always be a struggle for me. I need to find a partner to be truly financially secure, especially as I get older. I'm terrible with maths. No way could I invest and be good at financial planning. Now, all of those beliefs, I call this a scarcity mindset, and it is everywhere. From the consumer culture that profits from our insecurities to the banks that sell us more debt. It's the very political ideology that underpins so much of our modern economy and politics. It's this belief system based on not only scarcity, but based on a life being one big competition between winners and losers, rather than the belief based on abundance, cooperation, thriving together, and oneness. The scarcity mindset keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck in a cycle that you will never have enough and you will never be enough. Now, the true meaning of wealth is to have an abundance of what you value. But when you constantly compare yourself to others, it prevents you from tuning into what truly brings you joy and happiness and what brings you value into your life. You can't build wealth if you don't even know what wealth means for you. Now, let me be clear here. The scarcity mindset doesn't just come from marketers and politicians. Over 50% of our beliefs are formed by the age we are 5. So most of your beliefs have been learned in childhood. It was almost spoon-fed to you with your mashed potatoes. So take a moment to think about this or jot down the money beliefs you inherited from the people who raised you. Who was most influential to you and what did they believe about money? Was money a struggle for them? Was it something that they complained about? Was it something they avoided talking about altogether? Was money a source of conflict and stress and worry? Were your earliest memories of money based on fear or were they based on love? Now, here's how to create an abundant mindset. Number 1, actively shift your thinking from what you can't afford to what you can. The truth is, just living in a country like Australia, you are already richer than most of the people alive on Earth today. 1 in 3 people don't have access to clean drinking water. 2 in 3 people don't have access to a flushable toilet. 1 in 5 people don't have adequate shelter. and 50% of the world's population live on less than $5 a day. So your scarcity mindset isn't that you have a money problem, you have a money program. So get into the habit of actively noticing and giving thanks for all the things that you can afford. Realign your radar to fixate on gratitude and abundance. So every day, I want you to write down a minimum of 5 things that you are grateful for. So write down, I am so abundant. I get to enjoy beautiful walks at my local park. I get to sit down to a delicious coffee or breakfast at my favorite cafe. I am so abundant, I have a comfy place to sleep each night and enough food to eat each morning. I can send my kids to a great school for free. I have access to clean air and water, a good medical care system if I need it. I am so abundant, I can start a business of my dreams. I am so abundant, I have friends and family who mean the world to me and who love me who I am. I have hot water, a warm bed, foods in the shops. You get the picture, right? Number 2, create a positive money ecosystem. Firstly, unfollow and unsubscribe from anything that makes you feel broke, less than, or bad about yourself. Any Instagram accounts, any emails, YouTube, people, whoever, I don't care. Get rid of them. One of the best things I did was stop going on social media. You may even want to distance yourself from people who have this effect on you too, just until your new beliefs are stronger and you can decide whether it's worth staying friends with them or not. Comparison is the enemy of joy. So seek out people, events, and online communities and brotherhoods that have a positive attitude about money and that are supporting your goals. You are the average of 5 people you hang out with most. So if your friends are broke and you don't want to be broke, it might be a good idea to start hanging out with people who are more financially well off. You don't have to cut them off altogether, but just limit your time with them. If you hang out with 10 heirs, you'll get $10 ideas. If you hang out with 100 heirs, you'll get $100 ideas. If you hang out with 1,000 heirs, you'll get $1,000 ideas. If you hang out with millionaires, you'll get $1 million ideas. You get the picture. Number 3, extend your financial education. The more you learn, the more you earn. There are hundreds of thousands of books, podcasts, education platforms that you can educate yourself financially. Start with the basics and get more specific the more you get into it. Research what interests you. Money needs direction. It's like you need direction. Most people know this as having a budget or a financial plan. If you don't have a plan for your money, then you'll never really shift your financial situation. If you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And finally, number 4, give back. Giving is receiving. No matter what your financial position you are in, no matter what your financial position is, there is almost always someone who is worse off. Even when you feel that you have nothing, giving to others reminds us of the abundance that we have. Whether it's giving something away, giving some loose change to someone, or giving your time to others. And take a moment to think about all the time, the effort, the love, the support, the gift of items, or the money that you have provided to others over the past year. And that will remind you of how abundant you really are. Whoever you are, wherever you're starting from, you can change your money mindset. You can build the wealth in the world and the life that you want.